Welcome back into another episode of NA Now. I'm Brandon Hofstra, joined here with Minot Minotauros head coach Cody Campbell. Cody, first off, thanks for doing this. I know as we spoke off screen, the summer is kind of come and gone pretty quickly, but what have you guys been up to?
Yeah, obviously, just after the Robertson Cup, got into preparing for the draft, and then our main camp shortly after that, and now we've had about 6 weeks to just start to prepare for this upcoming season and take a little bit of time off.
Yeah, a special season last year for you guys, Central Division champions, made it to the Robertson Cup, like you said, but just how special and different of a group was that the group of players you had?
Yeah, it was pretty unique group, and they made it fun to for all of us to be at the rink every day. That's for sure. So there's a ton that I learned through last year, and the different situations that we were fortunate enough to be in, especially late in the season, and we hope to build on that for this upcoming year.
You're entering your fourth year with the organization. What's been your favorite part of the job, and maybe what are some things that you think that the players love the most about being a Minot Minotauro?
I mean, this probably answers both questions,
Yeah.
but the community here for me and my family, it's been a fantastic place to live and raise a young family and for the players, I'd probably say it's the community and the fans and the environment that they create and how welcoming they are to our players. Obviously, a lot of them are long ways from home, and some of
hmm
them are a long ways from home for the first time, and that makes just being accepted into the community makes that transition much easier.
Another appealing part for players would have to be the number of NCAA commitments that come out of Minot. You guys had 14 last year. A huge part of the job as I've been going through and doing these is it never gets old for coaches to see players get committed. And it's got to be like a special feeling, almost like a son or a younger brother of your own, like moving on and getting that commitment has to be just amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely rewarding, and I think the majority of coaches would say that that's probably one of the best moments of the year is when you get a call from a school telling you that they're going to offer a certain player, and then seeing the player's reaction once they get that phone call and hearing about how they let their parents know and their families know and that kind of stuff. It's what the league's about at the end of the day. This is a development league, a stepping stone league to college hockey, and the league does such a good job of making sure that the players are put in positions to showcase their selves and be seen by the people that they need to be seen by to get that college commitment.
Yeah. The Central Division will expand this upcoming season with two unfamiliar faces with Watertown and the Minnesota Mallards. How fun is it just to have this on the edge of this upcoming year and two new teams? You don't have to see the same team over and over every other weekend.
Yeah, it'll be different for sure. A little bit, uh, you know, there's a couple shorter trips in there,
Yeah.
which is nice for everybody. And like you said, normally we play everybody 12 times. Now it's eight. So
Yeah.
um, it'll be nice for the players too, because playing the same team that number of times can get a little bit repetitive. So being able to break that up a little bit and see some different faces and some different rinks and different styles of play and that kind of stuff will be a good thing. And then I also think it'll be exciting for our fans to see a couple of different jerseys in our building here in Minot and hopefully develop some good rivalries.
Right. And I'm sure a lot of these players, for all the NAHL teams, have a lot of guys that are from the Minnesota area, so they'll be able to see their family is a lot easier too, which is a plus for everybody.
100%.
Looking at the roster coming into this next season, obviously each team has some holes. You guys, I'm not too sure if there's a lot of veterans returning, but talk about how you took advantage of the tools that the NAHL gives teams with the NAHL draft tenders and maybe some returners and some areas you guys focused on for this upcoming year.
Yeah, it was we definitely had holes to fill, like everybody does every year. That's part of this level of hockey. But I was really happy with our staff's process and how we went about tendering players, how we went about preparing for the draft, and the guys that we got throughout the draft. And then our returners. We've got 10 guys that were with us last year. Um, and those guys, like I said, like myself, gain valuable experience,
Mhm.
through the course of the season and then through the playoffs. So we feel like we have a good core coming back from last year's group. We feel like we did a good job, with how we acquired players throughout the course of the season and then through the draft, and ultimately, like, now we'll see what it looks like when we put it
Right.
all together here in another 10 days or so when the players report. But yeah, we were happy with our process and confident in how we went about those things. And now we just got to make sure that the puzzle pieces fit together well.
Right. You've been around the NHL for some time, whether it's scout, coach. Talk about how the league is now reaching its 50-year mark this upcoming season, and maybe a memory or some players or coaches or friends that maybe come to mind over this 50 years of NAHL.
Yeah, it's that is a unfathomable number for me. I remember as a youth player playing in a tournament in Dallas and going to a Texas Tornado game
Hmm.
and seeing how packed that building was and the environment that they created there. And obviously they had fantastic teams. And then you just think about the number of players that have come through this league and went on to have success at the highest levels. We've had a few guys from Minot, make their way into the NHL, and it's almost every organization's like that now within the league, and then also for the coaches. You look at guys that have come through this league and advanced their coaching careers to the highest levels. So it just shows that there's been longevity and there's been stability within the league for a really long time, and it's a proven path to where most people want to go, whether it's Division 1 or and then eventually pro hockey.
Yeah. The season kicks off for the 2024 NAHL Showcase, the greatest show on ice in September. How excited are you to see everybody, but most of all, get the ball rolling?
Yeah, we're excited. This year we're really fortunate to be able to we start our season playing NTDP at the
Hmm.
showcase on Wednesday night. So that'll be a fantastic test for our group early in the season, and just such a great stage for our players to play on, to be able to play in that environment and against some of the best young players
Right.
in the country, will be a special opportunity for our team. And then everything else that goes into the showcase, the ability to scout and start to work on things for the future, uh, and then it's a melting pot
Mhm.
for everybody in hockey. It's hard to walk through that rink without stopping and
Right.
saying hi to someone and chatting with somebody for a little bit. So it makes it a little bit hard to accomplish exactly what you want to when you're down
Hmm.
there, just because there are so many faces that you see that you want to stop and talk to. But it's just such a great event to start the season, and it's really the start of our players' process throughout the course of the year to accomplish that goal of playing college hockey. And it's also the start of our process this year to start earning points and make our way to where we want to be.
Yeah. Well said. Well, Cody, thanks for doing this again, and we're excited for the showcase and excited to see you up there as well. Good luck this season.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.